Draw.io.
Draw.io.
Hit enter. So this is an online drawing tool which is used by an architect to design any architecture. Select a device. Device means your local machine. Click that. Click new diagram. Just click create. So first you have to create the complete design flow of the project. It's already there in the document. Can you open that project document? Just save it anywhere. Click create. Okay. Open the document which I given to you last.
This one, right?
Scroll down. Scroll down. Complete a scroll down till you see a design. More. Yeah, this one. Right. This is how you have to design. So what you have to do, just let's say for example here I say Visual Studio, okay, or GitHub, or we say pipeline, then we say app service. These all are the keywords. Then we say artifact. So you have to just pick up the right keyword and put it into the canvas. So first we are going to select Visual Studio. Go back to the canvas, draw.io. On a top line, yeah, just type Visual Studio. Hit enter.
This one?
इसको खाना दे दो. Select that last one. Put it in a below, string below, more below, or below. That's fine. And then, so this is a developer who use this Visual Studio Workstation to develop the code, right?
Yeah.
And from where the code will go and put in a GitHub. With search box, type GitHub. Just put any icon and just see the diagram where it is positioned, and you have to position accordingly.
Okay.
Now type Azure DevOps. Pull the pipeline. Then what? Artifact. Very good. Then just say release pipeline. Just type release only. Say more result. Not get. Just type maybe pipeline only. Or if not, then use the same pipeline. Use the same pipeline. If you don't get the icon, then use the same pipeline. No, it's not there. These all are AWS. They just copy and paste the same pipeline. Just say Control C, Control V. Yes. And then app service, right?
Yeah.
And 3 app service. Which one? UAT, development, and production.
You have separate thing, right?
Ha.
UAT.
Only type app. Say more result here. Very good. Yeah, very good. Then monitoring. Because you have to monitor your app service also, right? Any icon will work which look like a monitoring icon. Now you see you have a text box below.
Yeah.
Yeah, just click the text box. Below you have a text box. Text. No, on the left hand side only. In a general, you have a text box, you have arrow key. Not here, below, left hand side. Yes. You see the third one is a text. Yes, click that one. What is this extra one? Yeah, delete that. Yeah. And now you have to put text everywhere. Okay.
Okay.
And then you can make the text bold also. So when you select the text on right hand side, you see there is a text box. You see a text on top, on top, on top. No, on top. Yeah. You can make bold color. I'm just coming. You just try do that.
Yeah. Today meeting in Pranav. Meeting இருக்கு.
460 கேச்சா.
After the meeting இருக்கு.
Wow. Become architect, huh?
No, just the copy paste.
That's wonderful. Looks good, very good.
No, I don't have
So-
practice. Okay.
We do not have to put my Visual Studio directly connected to app because it's anyhow going through GitHub.
Okay.
So remove this part. From VS to app, you have given one arrow that you do not need. That you have to remove.
Huh?
VNet from my Visual Studio, the code will check into GitHub, right?
Yeah. This one, right?
Yeah. No, not this one. This one is okay.
Okay.
You have one more parallel line from. Yeah, this one is not required.
This one.
Yeah. If I am able to connect my VS directly with app, then what is the point of using all this, right? Looks good. Go to file menu now. You get an export option. Export as whatever the format you like, PNG, JPG,
Yeah.
PDF. This is how the architect work.
Okay.
Yeah, just click save, export. Select your local device. It go download. Oh, बेटा बंद कर दे, 2 बार भाग चुका है. It downloaded already. And this is how the architect go and put this diagram in a PPT and they go and explain. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So now you understand how to create the proposal.
Yeah.
You also create how to create a diagram. Now let's understand how to arrive on costing, because if I deploy in this way, then how much cost going customer is going to occur. Okay.
Okay.
So go to the Google and type Azure cost calculator.
First calculator. This one?
Click that. Right. So what exactly I want to have? What I want to use app service. So click app service. That's it. And then let's say, for example, I want to also use Azure SQL database with my app service. So you can select Azure SQL also. This is just an example that how you do a sampling. Now scroll down. You get everything estimated now, right? For example, I want to create an app service which is Windows based, and the tier is at least S1. So drop down the tier. And let's say you select S1, right? You have a 2-1, na? Premium and a standard also.
Yeah.
So let's say customer say I am okay with a standard. So select a standard. Then how many server? How many instance? 3, right? So just select 3 instance. And these all 3 instance is going to run on 730 hours. Right? Look at the cost now. On right hand side, $219 going to cost monthly. Okay, scroll down. Let's say customer also need a SQL database. All right, scroll down.
What?
Suppose he
Why
need,
they taken 730 hours? Before?
yeah, 730 means complete 1 month.
Okay.
Now instance, just give, for example, 2 server, maybe SQL primary, SQL secondary. Yeah, scroll down. And then how you want an agreement? I say 3 years or maybe 1 year agreement with Microsoft. Select your agreement type.
This one, right? 3 years.
Yeah. The moment you select 3 years, look at that, your cost almost 40% go save. Just look at that cost. 1,967, right? On right hand side. But when you select pay as you go, look at that, what the cost will come to you.
Oh.
Correct?
Yeah.
As you have, because when you see a 3 years agreement, it means that you are bound with to serve Microsoft 3 years.
Yes.
So Microsoft also have a benefit. So they are going to give you advantage, right? Scroll down. Then let's say how much data you want, how much size you want. So for example, let's say I said 100 GB or maybe 500 GB of database.
This one, right?
Just type 500 GB. Scroll down. Scroll down. And likewise that you can add services and then you need professional support at least, right?
Yeah.
And now you have everything. You can click export.
Export.
Click that one. So it downloaded the export as an Excel sheet. You can save as a PDF also.
Yeah.
So now you understand the whole project.
Yeah.
Before doing anything technical,
Okay.
this is what the every project have a structure. Requirement gathering, creating a proposal, creating a design, making a cost estimate, and when customer approve, then only you start the project, right?
Yeah.
and this is only known to the people who actually do a project.
Yeah. Correct.
Or clear now, right? Now let's say everything is okay. You present solution to the customer. Customer is okay. You give a price estimate to the customer. Customer is also so okay. So now it's time to start the deployment.
Okay.
Okay, good. So how will you start the deployment? What is the first requirement?
Software download.
No, just stop your sharing. So this is my screen.
Okay.
I'm going to create a folder for you. CD. LD. CD. Now Gopi,
Yeah.
let's first work on a code. Now this is remember this is the same code which we will work yesterday. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's see from development to deployment perspective. Okay. So
Okay.
first you copy the code URL. Oh, I have to give a permission to you. So now we are executing the project.
Okay.
Click the code now. Copy the URL. Come back to command prompt.
Yeah.
And type git a space clone. A space clone. A space. Paste the URL. Hit enter. All right. Hold on for a moment. So I'm going to say C Gopi. Now this is where you have downloaded. I am just deleting this folder because we are going to do everything from fresh. All right. Now Gopi, just say dir.
Yeah.
Hit enter. You get this folder ASP.NET, right? Just cd ASP.NET. Say dir. Now you get all this code, right? Including the YAML file. Be assumed that this is developed by a developer.
Okay.
Okay. So say code space dot. Space dot here. Hit enter. So it will taking you to Visual Studio. All right now. Now I'm going to log in to my account. It's also slowing down for me. Why? Oh my God.
I have one question. So, for example, Azure is using GitHub. So, AWS using same type of tool like GitHub. Anything different?
They have their own repository which is called Azure repository. Sorry, AWS repository.
Okay.
All right. Now here you create one project, give it a name, Gopi app. Click new repository and give it a name Gopi app. Just scroll down. Do not do any initialization and say create repo. You remember this format
Yeah.
when we want to push that. Okay, now all right. So just go back to Visual Studio Code. Very good. Go to terminal menu and launch a new terminal. I hope you remember this format, right? Just cross everything, whatever is coming to right hand side. Yes. And say first we have what we have to do. We have to initialize the Git repository, right?
Yeah.
So say Git a space init. Hit enter. Yes. Now say Git a space add a space dot.
Space dot, right?
Ah.
Enter.
Now go back to your GitHub and copy that Git remote origin. Yeah. That long line. Yeah. Copy and paste it. Hit enter. Now say git a space commit a space minus m a space double quote any message. Yeah. Hit enter. All right. Let's say minus m you have given a gap. Yeah. All right. Now just say CLS to clear the screen and say git a space push a space hyphen hyphen all. We have given 4 hyphen double hyphen all hyphen hyphen all.
Push hyphen all, right?
Yeah. Hit enter. You forget, huh? So what is happening? This whole code has been pushed by developer to GitHub. And what this code contains? The code plus the YAML script.
Yeah.
So come back to GitHub, refresh the GitHub. Correct?
Okay.
One second, Gopi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is this one, right? Okay, all right. Now we have to log into my DevOps, and what you have to do, create a new project, and then you have to pull this code, create new project, Gopi. It's the same of repeat of yesterday.
Yeah.
Give it a name, Gopi app. Select visibility public. Click undo.
Great.
Now you have to go to first build pipeline. Click create pipeline. Select GitHub. So which one is your? Yeah, this one. Perfect. Scroll down to confirm you have a publish artifact line is there. Yes, is there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, click run. I hope you now get understanding that how actually project done.
Yes.
Project is different from a lab perspective, right? Because project there is a lot of process involved.
Yeah.
Now click job. So what it will done? it should run and give you the artifact.
Yes.
So let's wait. Let's just come.
You waste food. You dog, my dog, my dog, my cat, you dog, my dog, my dog, oh my god, you dog, my dog, oh my god.
It's done.
Yeah.
Take your artifact. Perfect.
Yes.
Right. Now what I have to do, I have to now create a release pipeline, right?
Okay.
Go to release. Make new release pipeline. Good. So where we want to deploy app service, right? Yeah. Click that one. Very good. And give it a name. First is what?
This is
One is development, one is UAT, and one is production. So give it a name. development. Close this one.
No need to say yes and all.
And then add an artifact. You have to first select my, yeah, very good. Yes, click add. And now you have to add my subscription, right? Where to deploy. Click one job, yeah, and select my subscription, which is Microsoft Partner Network. Correct? Click that one. Click authorize. So it is going to ask me the username and password of mine.
Yes.
Now wait till the time it authorized. So first we build our code, create an artifact, right? Stage 2, we will create a release pipeline, authorize my Azure subscription. Once my subscription authorized, then we must have my app service with all three stages created in Azure, right? It say authorize, but currently when you drop down, you don't see any app
Yeah.
because app has not been created so far. So
Yes.
now let's create an app. I'm going to log into my portal.
Okay. So the first step should be this one, right? Then
First step is,
first step is creating app service. Then
you can do it first step also. No problem. Click app service. So now at least you can answer some question of related to Azure DevOps also, right?
yeah, yeah, yes.
I think last time, yesterday we said Netlink, right? Netlink. Give it a name, Gopi app. Select code, ASP.NET 4.8, yeah. EastUS. Hello. Say review and changes. Let it to create. Have you sent your photographs to Aditi?
Yeah,
Send that.
yeah. Today will be the last class, right?
Yeah. All right, it's created now.
Yeah.
So go inside. All right, so just check the URL. Correct. Now you have to create two different slots. Okay. Go back to app service. You see now you have in a deployment, there is something called deployment slot. Put that.
Yeah.
So in deployment slot, by default, what is that? What slot is there?
Production slot is there.
Direct production slot, right?
Yeah.
So there is no way you have a different slot. So you can just go and add a slot. First slot will be dev. The second slot will be UAT.
Okay. It's not required, right?
Yeah. Just click add. You now understand how the multiple slots will create it. Okay.
Yeah. So this slot, what is the action for this slot?
Slot means that now you have a two URL.
Okay.
Just go and check the URL first. First one, which you already created.
Okay. So for
Click,
development,
what is the URL name? Its URL name is gopiapp.azurewebsite.net.
yes.
So everyone in the globe will know this URL. But
Okay.
UAT URL is only known to some limited people, only 10 people or 15 people.
Okay. Understood.
Dev URL is might be or more limited. It might be only known to 3 people,
Understood.
right?
Yeah.
So first we deploy our app in dev, and then we apply our code in UAT. And when both the team confirm everything is running fine,
Okay.
then only we should go and deploy in production.
Correct. There is no link between UAT, dev and app, right? Production.
Yes.
Everything is unique.
Yes. You cannot push anything on production directly.
Yes.
All right. Click close. Now look at that. You have 3 different slots, and everyone have a different URL. When you click the dev one, click dev. Check the URL. Look at the URL.
Yeah.
What is say? Gopi app -dev, right? Correct now. So it means that every company like Microsoft have 3 URL. One Microsoft.com, which we all people know.
Yeah. Correct.
One, they might have a Microsoft internal, which only these people know.
Correct.
I don't know what the name they have given, so I can't test.
Correct.
Right. Now come back to our DevOps. Just before that. Yes. Now refresh the app service name. And select Gopi app. Scroll down. Scroll down. Just click save on top. Okay. Again click deploy app service. Again click deploy app service. Again click. So now you have get some extra parameter. Okay. Scroll down. And what parameter I want? Deploy to slot. Yes. Drop down. Select your slot. So where I want to first deploy?
First
Developer. Select down. Yes. Now you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Click save now. Click OK. Okay. Go to pipeline. No. Oh. When I say pipeline means
The top one.
come back to release. Come back to release. All are pipeline here. Okay.
Okay.
So click new pipeline, new release pipeline, which you already created. Click edit. Okay, so this is how it look like, right?
Yeah.
Artifact, you see the straight away arrow go and say it's go to deployment, right?
Yeah.
Development. So
Yes.
click add. On the top you have the add button.
Here.
Yeah. Drop down and see new stage.
Yeah.
What is the new stage? Development. Sorry, UAT.
Yeah.
Click again Azure App Service. You have to repeat the step quickly. Just say apply. Change the name to UAT. Yeah. Yes. Now click one job. Cross that. Yeah. Click one job. Select the subscription. Already you have authorized subscription on top. Select the app service. No, below is the app service. Then click save. Then again click OK. Then again click deploy app service to get additional parameter. Deploy app service.
Oh, yeah. Here.
When you click twice, now you get extra parameter.
Okay.
Okay, scroll down, select your slot again. First resource group, then slot. Select your resource group, then select your slot. Which slot?
Wait.
UAT. Click save now. Now repeat the step again. Click OK. Now go to the pipeline. Be there. Don't click that pipeline.
Which one?
On top, little bit up. The first yes. Okay. So now you get this. Add another stage. What done? Another stage? Production. Azure App Service. So as many stages you create, if I ask you 10 stage, same way. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Production. Yes. Now just cross this one. Click one job. One. Yeah. Select the subscription. Authorize subscription. Then select app service name. All right. Click save. बेटा जल्दी से वो अडॉप्टर लाओ लैपटॉप हाँ now click apps deploy app service again to get additional parameter. Scroll down, select your resource group, yeah. And be in. So this time we do not need a slotting. Why?
Yeah. It's already in production, right?
Yeah, so remove the word slot there. Remove the checkbox. We don't need slot because production is by default, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all done. Select your app service. Have you selected your app service?
Yes.
Go up. Yes, I think you have done all the tasks. Now go back to pipeline. So this is how it look like, but it is wrong.
Okay.
After development, it should be UAT.
Okay.
After UAT, it should be prod. So what you have to do on UAT, you have one just where it is written UAT. Just click that. Yes, exactly. Now you say here after a stage. Second words. After which stage? After which stage?
Development.
Development. Yes, now you get that. Very good. Now look at that. The arrow has been corrected. Click save on top. Yeah. Again, click pipeline. Go up. You have to cross button. Cross this. Now I want production should not be automatic because production should always need a proper approval. So click production. No, that human being. Cross that. Yes. And select manual only. Correct. Scroll down and select pre-deployment approval. Who is approver? Select down. I have only one name, that is Bipin Sinha. Just type my name because currently we have only one user, right? Just click that. So this person has to approve the production deployment, and the maximum time allocate to them maybe 30 days, 10 days, 3 days, 7 days.
Okay.
Okay. If this approver is on leave, you may have a second approver as well if you want.
Okay.
Right? Currently, I have only one approver. That's
Mhm.
fine. Just click save now. Click OK. So when you've done everything, then you have to create a release. It's a pipeline. Look at that. Production is now away from the automated process, right?
Yes.
Now click create release. Now you are releasing, right?
Yeah.
You just select which. No, just leave it as it is. Yeah, just scroll down. Just click create release. Say release by release manager or whatsoever. Okay, all right. You see release one configured. Click that. On top, on top, on top, on top. Yeah,
This one?
exactly. This is the first release you created. Not deploy. Look at that. What happening automatically? Your
Yeah.
deployment is automatically queued. Why?
Yeah. It's
Development is automatically
Okay.
queued. Why? Because you have configured that
Mhm.
whenever a new build come,
Okay.
then automatically it's go to a development web app.
Mhm.
Okay.
It automatically picks up the code.
Yes. And when the development deployment is successful, it will automatically push that one to UAT app.
Okay.
When UAT is successful, nothing happen because production will not happen automatically. Production will only happen manually, and that too after approval. Okay, so just wait. Currently, where the deployment going on? In development
Development.
application.
So production approver, they'll get a mail or something for approving.
No, it will stop here. It will ask for give an approval. So approver also have to use the same dashboard.
Okay. Okay. So once they click the approve, then it will open here and it will release.
Yes. Now you understand in an actual environment how the whole flow works.
Yeah.
Developer create the code, pushes to GitHub. The moment code come to GitHub, build pipeline automatically pull the code.
Yes.
Now it's almost completed. Now look at that. What happened? Just after that, UAT automatically queued. Just look at that. Correct?
Yeah.
So it means that first where the deployment happened on development.
Development.
Since it is successful, that's why it is going to UAT. If it is fail now, then UAT will not go.
Yeah. Correct.
So this is how the whole world, whole picture is going to work.
Yeah.
So let's wait.
Deploy other options.
So it means that development automatically happen, but
Yeah.
for production,
So
it will not happen automatically because you have set it for manual,
Okay.
and
If
that
we
too
need any,
after approval.
okay. If we need any changes in the code, then we have to go to this stage, right? Development stage.
Yes.
Again, the same different button.
Yes.
Succeeded.
But look at, will this going to happen or not? It will
Which one?
never happen automatically. Correct?
Yeah.
So it means that you have to wait to deploy, or you need an approval first to deploy this production application. And until and unless approval does not come, you cannot deploy this app at all.
Yes.
Understood? Na? This is what
Yeah.
makes this whole DevOps flow to work on. So it means that first what you have to do, first you have to test the application in development, and when you clear that a test is okay, then the second test need to be carried out by whom? UAT team, right? When UAT team also give his go ahead that everything looks fine, application is perfect, then only we can go and deploy this app in production.
Yes.
Correct? Huh? So the fundamental is that in a real world scenario, you must have first test your application. Otherwise, if you do not test your application and something you release which might be not correct, then it is going to create a problem for you as well. Correct? Huh?
Yeah, correct.
Right? So now let's test first what my dev application will look like. So go back to your Azure. Azure. You have to test the URL now. Yeah, go back to home. Home.
This one?
Home. HOME.
Home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Click app service. Mine is also going crazy. Oh, 1 minute. Set.